students, today we will learn a new chapter, profit and loss. So as the name suggests, profit and loss. So when this happens, suppose you are buying something from a shopkeeper. So suppose this is the shopkeeper, this is the shop, okay. So you have bought something from the shop with rupees 10, okay. Now this is with you, but you decide this to give it to somebody else. So if you don't want to keep it, you will give it to somebody else. So now you have decided to give the same thing at rupees 2 to the next person. Okay. So in this case what happens? You are giving that next person with some extra money, isn't it? So how much extra you are charging? You are charging rupees 2 extra because it was of 10 rupees and you are selling it at 12 rupees. So that means your cost price is how much? You have bought it with rupees 10. So that is your cost price. Okay. And you are selling it at rupees 12. So that means your selling price will be how much? Rupees 12. So what you have done? Profit or loss? So profit, because in this case your amount is increasing. So whenever selling price is greater than cost price, in this case what happens? Profit occurs. Okay. And what is the formula of profit? Here we can clearly see that we have done 2 rupees profit, isn't it? Because you have bought it with 10 rupees and you are selling it at 12 rupees. So 2 rupees extra you have got. So the formula of profit is selling price minus cost price. That is 12 minus 10 in this sum. Okay. So that is rupees 2. So the first formula we have to remember is profit is selling price minus cost price. Now next we have loss. So suppose you are selling it at 8 rupees. So you are selling it at a lesser price, isn't it? So in this case your cost price is 10, that is greater than your selling price, that is rupees 8. So if the cost price is greater than the selling price, it is just the opposite. Okay. In the previous one selling price was greater, in this one cost price is greater. So in this case what happens? Loss takes place. Okay. So the formula of loss will be just the opposite, that is loss will be equals to, here CP is greater, so you have to write CP minus SP. So in this case your CP is 10 rupees and SP is 8 rupees. So again our loss is 2 rupees. So the next concept we have is profit percentage and loss percentage. So we have got that from 10 rupees and from buying something at 10 rupees and selling it at 12 rupees, we have done a profit of rupees 2. But what is the percentage of profit? So why do we calculate percentage? Because we want to know that out of 100 rupees, how much gain we have done. So that will be our percentage of profit. Okay. So the profit percentage. So next we have profit percentage. So that is how much? That will be profit upon CP multiplied with 100. So why I am writing CP here? Because the profit percentage or the profit is always calculated based on our cost price. Okay. So see, in this case our cost price is 10 and selling price is 12. So that is why we are getting rupees 2 as profit. So this we are calculating upon 10. So out of 10, this is the cost price. So this will be fixed in this case. So we always calculate profit on CP. So that is why we will write profit by CP multiplied with 100. So now we can put the formula of profit here. So the profit formula we have already got, it is selling price minus cost price. So instead of profit we can write it as SP minus CP by CP. So this CP I am writing into 100. So this part we have to calculate first, then CP, then 100. So this is our profit percentage. calculate. Okay. Now let us move on to loss. So in case of loss, everything will remain same. Only CP instead of SP minus CP, it will become CP minus SP, isn't it? So loss percentage is loss by CP into 100. So that is cost price minus selling price by cost price into 100. So this is the formula for loss. So we have learned the concepts for profit and loss. So let us do some sums now. We have exercise 10A first. So it says us find the gain or loss percent when. So in case of this sum, there can be gain as well as loss. So that you have to determine from the values of selling price and cost price. So number 1, I am taking sum number 3. So this we have CP equals to 345 and SP equals to rupees 372.60. So clearly by looking into these two data, we can say 372 is greater than this one. So what is this? This is definitely profit. So profit is how much? Sorry, profit percent, because we are going to find out profit percent. So our profit percent is how much? Profit upon CP multiplied with 100. So here what is the profit? Profit is SP minus CP by CP into 100. So SP is how much? 372.60 minus CP is 345 by, now we have to calculate the CP and 100. So first we need to calculate this part, right? So 345 and 372. So this will give us 27.60. So if I subtract them, this will give us, okay, so since we have nothing, so I am putting 0.00. So this will give us this. Then 5 to 7 is 5 to 2 is 7. 2. Okay, so 27.60 divided by 345 into 100. So now if I want to remove the point, so for removing the point I have to divide this number with 100. So in the denominator also we are getting a 100. So this 100 and this 100 will cancel. Now if I cancel these two numbers, then let us cancel with 5 first. So 5 5 25, 26, 5 5 25, 10 5 2 10, and here we will get 5 6 30, 45 5 9 40. Now 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 2 12. So we can divide this number with 3. So with 3 we will get 3 1 3, 25, 3 8 24, and 12, 3 4 12. And here you can write 3 2 6, 3 3 9. So now you can directly try with 23 because it is a prime number. So if you try 23 into 4, then 3 4 12, 4 2 8 plus 1 9, 92. No, it will not go with 4. 3 8 24. We can try with 8. 3 8 24, 2 8 16 plus 2 8. So 194. Okay. So 8, right? So profit percentage is how much? It is 8%. Now we have sum number 2. It says that find the selling price when you will be given cost price along with either loss percent or profit percent for some sums. Okay. So for this sum we are given loss percent. Okay. So you have to directly apply. First you can take let the selling price be rupees X. Okay. Now directly you can apply in the formula of loss percent. The loss percent is how much? CP minus SP by CP into 100. So instead of loss percent, we can put this number, that is 13 whole 1 by 3, and instead of this Cp you have to put 645 minus Sp is unknown, so x, then again 645 multiplied with 100. So this is the bracket portion. Okay, always keep it in the bracket. So if you simplify, then we can take 13 into 3 is 69. Sorry, 39. 39 plus 1 is 40. So 40 by 3. If you multiply with 645, this 645 is in the denominator, so I am taking it to this portion, this side of the equation. So that gives us in the numerator. So what are we getting? We are getting 645 minus x multiplied with 100. Okay. So now if I cancel them, 3, 2, 6, 3, 1, 3, 3, 5, 15. So we are getting 215. Now this 100 can come to the denominator of this side, because it is the numerator, it can come to the denominator of the opposite side. So we can cancel 0, 0. Then if you cancel with 2, it will get 2, 2, 4, 2, 5, 10. With 5 if you cancel, then 5, 4, 20, 15, 5, 3, 15. So 43 into 2. So how much is it? 2, 3, 6, 2, 4, 8. So 86 in this side, and this side we are getting 645 minus x. So now for finding the value of x, let us take x to this side. So x is minus. So if you take to this side, it will become plus. So x becomes positive. And then 645, it is there. And I am taking 86 to this side of the equation. So this was plus, this will become minus. So 645 minus 86. So 9, 5, then 5. So this is our x. So you can write therefore the SP of what? Okay, the SP is rupees 559. Next term we have find the cost price when SP is given and loss percentage is given. Okay, so we can take, let the CP be rupees x. Okay, so now in directly loss percent formula we will put it. So loss is how much? CP minus SP by CP into 100. So here see, CP is 2 times, so x will come 2 times here. Okay, so loss is how much? Loss percentage is 4%. Then CP is x minus SP is 657.60. Again CP into 100. Okay, now this 100 can be taken to this side in the denominator. So you can write 4 by 100 equals to x minus 657.60 by x. So cancelling, it will get 1 in the numerator and 25 in the denominator. Okay, so now if I take x to this side, so this will give us x will come to the numerator. So x by 25 equals to x minus 657.60. Okay, so now let us take all the x in this side. So x by 25, okay, we will not take in this way. We will take 657.60. Since it is negative, let us take it to the opposite side. So 657.60 becomes positive. Then this x is already there, and this x by 25 will become minus, right? So x by 25. Okay. So now 657.60 is equals to, if I take 25, so this is 25x minus x. So that is 24x. So for removing this point, I can take a 100 here in the denominator, and this will become 24x by 25. So with 25, if you cancel, this will give us 25, 4 is 100. Both side denominator in the equation, we can cancel them. Okay. So now with 4 you can cancel it. So 17, 4, 4, 16, then 16, 4, 4, 16, 0. So 16440, right? So that means 24x is equals to 16440. Okay, I'm writing this to this side. So x is how much? 16440 by 24. So let us cancel with 3, 3, 8, 24, 3, 5, 15, then 14, 3, 4, 12, then 24, 3, 8, 24, 3, 0, 0. Now with 2, 2, 4, 8, this is 2, 2, 4, 14, 2, 7, 14, 2, 4, 8, 2, 0, 0. Now this can be cancelled directly with 4. So 4, 4, 6, 24. Then 34, 34. Okay, so 4, 8, 32. And 20, 4, 5, 20. So 685. So therefore, CP is rupees 685. So that is all for today, students. Your homework will be from up to sum number 3, number 4, exercise 10A.